It's red.
Ginger Runner.
What is up, everybody? Ethan Newberry, the Ginger Runner, here for another GingerRunner.com review. 2 reviews today. Happy Friday, or whatever day you're watching this. I'm dropping 2 reviews. Both from the same manufacturer, and that is Salomon, and you are currently watching the review for the Salomon S-LAB Wings. Tweet, tweet. The other shoe that I'm reviewing today is the Salomon Sense Pro Pulse. If you want to watch that review, the link is in the description. In the meantime, stick around, because we're about to review the S-LAB Wings, and I'm excited about it. Alright, here's the deal. The shoe pretty much kicks ass. It's meant to go far, it's meant to go fast, it's meant to be nimble. Very similar to the S-LAB Sense and Sense Ultra from yesteryear, with a bit more stack height, a bit more protection, a bit more cushioning, and a fairly aggressive outsole for those technical courses. It is a shoe designed to race fast, and race far, and I'm pretty happy with it. There are a couple things I dislike about it, and I will get to those in this review. First, we're going to start with things that I like about the S-LAB Wings. Protection. A combination of a contra grip outsole, pro-feel rock plate, tons of welded overlays on the upper, including a decently protective toe box cover, keeps your foot well protected in all elements. I'm really enjoying that fact about this shoe. It doesn't really get in the way. Basically, the protective elements enhance the running as opposed to inhibit it. Grip. I'm digging this outsole. It's a bit of a mix between the Sense Mantra, Sense Pro, and the Speedcross 3, which have those huge lugs. So it's kind of this in-between lug. Very grippy, very durable. While it may not be great for super sloppy, muddy conditions, it definitely gets you through some of the techie terrain with ease. The upper fit. In other Salomon shoe reviews, you've heard me talk about Sense-A-Fit, End-A-Fit technology. This shoe has both of them. Basically, it feels like sliding your foot into a slipper. It just encapsulates your foot, holds it down without feeling too tight or intrusive. There's some decent toe box room. However, those of you who like a wider shoe, this is middle of the ground. It's not going to be super wide. It will be a bit more constrictive than you're probably used to. However, I find that the fit is really nice, especially compared to some of the more minimal and nimble Salomon shoes. Responsive. While I did expect this shoe to be a bit more cushioned, it is on the more responsive end of things. It does allow for a quick and fast experience in the shoe. I began to appreciate that the more I ran in this shoe. While I personally may not be able to go a 30-mile to 50-mile distance in this shoe, I know many that have, but I've definitely got some really good trail time in this shoe in shorter distances with plenty of pleasure. Likes aside, there are a couple of things I dislike about this shoe. Let's get to those now. The lack of cushioning. Yes, I do like the responsive midsole material. I think it's really great. It's poppy, gives you plenty of ground feel without being too intrusive, but I wish there was just a bit more cushion in this shoe, which leads me to my next dislike, the wear-in period. I actually had to adapt quite significantly to this shoe. It took a minimum of 50 miles for me to even really get this shoe broken in, to get my foot acclimated to it, the experience I would expect from a trail run in the shoe. Once you kind of get over that hump, your feet get over that hump, and you start actually getting into the shoe and feeling what it's going to be like, it becomes a wonderful experience. Another thing I like is by the time you get to that break-in period, the shoe isn't completely destroyed like the Sense Ultra or the S-LAB Sense, which would just be totally done by the time you get to 50, 60, 70 miles. This thing's still going strong. And finally, my last dislike, the price, $180. That is a lot of money to spend on a shoe designed for race day. Oh boy, that's expensive. Okay, so overall, a decent shoe. I really enjoy running in this thing on certain trails, especially like buffed out, fire roads, technical trails. It's fun. I feel fast in it, hopping from rock to rock. Tons of protection will get you through some of those long runs. So I think it's time we get on with the points. Quality, 4 out of 5. Super durable. I think it's a shoe that will last you a long time, get you some pretty decent miles, and get you excellent protection on race day. Comfort, it's anywhere between 3 and 4, so I'm going to round up and give it 4 out of 5. I wish there was more cushioning, so I could run longer distances in the shoe where my feet just get fatigued. But for any distance below 20 miles, when your focus is primarily on speed or really going fast on technical trails, it's a fun experience. Price, this is where it really gets knocked down. 2 out of 5. $180 is just a lot of money to spend on a pair of shoes, especially a pair of shoes that might be designed for race day. And finally, looks. I actually like the all red midsole upper. I like that look. It's bold. I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5. It could be 3 out of 5, but I'll round up to 4 out of 5. It brings our grand total to 14 out of 20. A decent score for the S-LAB Wings, a shoe that I've actually had more fun in than I expected. And I posted pictures of myself running in these shoes, and many of you have commented that, hey, I also have a pair of those. So let me know if you have a pair of the S-LAB Wings. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this shoe and your experience in them. If you want to get a pair of these to see how they feel for yourself, don't forget I've partnered up with Running Warehouse to get you guys discounts on all sorts of good stuff. The links are in the description. And if this review was not enough for you, don't forget I also reviewed the Sense Pro Pulse. All you have to do is click the shoe or click the link in the description. I'll give you a couple of seconds. 3, 2, 1. And that is it for today's review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like it, favorite, share it, and subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/thegingerrunner. And of course, join across the social networks. On Twitter, I'm at The Ginger Runner. On Facebook, it's facebook.com/TheGingerRunner. On Instagram, it's at Ethan Newberry, gingerrunner.com. And of course, don't forget, every Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific, doing live shows right here at this YouTube channel. And if you would like to contribute to the show and help make this whole thing happen, go to patreon.com/TheGingerRunner. Tons of perks on the back end for those of you who are Patreon crew members. So go check that out. Really appreciate it. And don't forget to get out there, train hard, race harder, and party the hardest. I know I am. We'll see you guys next week. Okay. Goodbye.